But thank you for calling and sharing. And shall we take our next call, please? Welcome to Open Forum.
Hi, Howard Camping.
Yes.
I have a question. I'm confused because I came across an interview you did back in 1994. If anyone wants to see what I'm talking about, you can search Harold Camping in 1994 into YouTube, and it'll pop up. But anyway, in this interview, you gave the reporter a tour of Family Radio and where you broadcast the Open Forum. And in this tour, you showed him this camera that you actually boasted about, and you told him.
Excuse me.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry.
Excuse me. I don't remember giving a reporter an interview in 1994. You know a lot more about what I am doing with my life than I know. Excuse me. Excuse me. I don't remember giving a reporter an interview in 1994. You know a lot more about what I am doing with my life than I know. I can tell you that. And with my life than I know. I can tell you that. And that you showed a camera that you boasted about. Where did you get that information? Were you there? Were you there? I don't recall that at all. I don't recall that at all.
Excuse me, sir.
Were you there? Were you there? I don't recall that at all. I don't recall you there. Were you there? I don't recall that at all. I don't recall that at all.
Excuse me, sir. No, I just wanted to ask this. I'm not trying to attack you or anything. I just have a simple question.
Not at all.
Excuse me, sir. No, I just wanted to ask this. I'm not trying to attack you or anything. I just have a simple question. Yeah. You told the guy that you got.
I'm not trying to attack you or anything, but I'm trying to attack you.
From the People's Temple, and the People's Temple that was founded by Jim Jones, the false prophet.
Wow.
And I have the same question that the reporter has for you, which is why do you have this living link between you and the false prophet Jim Jones? It's a camera that you said you received from the People's Temple, and you use this camera for your graphics or something associated with your printing press there at Family Radio. And I'm just wondering, I told people what they could research, what they could type in if they want to see the interview. I'm not lying. I just have an honest question. I'm not trying to attack.
I'm not lying. I'm not trying to attack you.
No, I
Prophet Jim Jones. It's a camera that you said you received from the People's Temple, and you use this camera for your graphics or something associated with your printing press there at Family Radio. And I'm just wondering, I told people what they could research, what they could type in if they want to see the interview. I'm not lying. I just have an honest question. I'm not trying to attack you.
No, excuse me. You're an amazing person because
because you have a lot of information.
Yeah, I have showed that camera. We paid $1,000 for it. I went to an auction after the Jim Jones horror story, and they sold off everything, and we used it for many years in developing our graphics, and we still have it here in our studio. But how you knew that? That's way beyond my imagination, because I certainly... How you knew that? That's way beyond my imagination.
I can tell you, Harold.
I know.
I can tell you.
In our studio, but how you knew that? That's way beyond my imagination, because I certainly... I know I've showed that.
I have an imagination.
In our studio, but how you knew that? In our studio, but how you knew that? That's way beyond my imagination, because I certainly, I know I've showed that camera to different individuals that have come through. But anyway, what is your question?
Yes, I've seen it that you did an interview for, I think it was BBC, or it was a reporter with an English accent. And I was just wondering, why would you purchase this camera that was associated with such a tragedy? I think over 900 people died that they were associated with Jim Jones.
Well,
so I was just wondering, you as a man of God, why would you want to have this in your possession? And wouldn't something like this be in a museum somewhere? Or I wouldn't expect family.
Excuse me. A camera is a camera. I don't care where it came from. It's a camera. It doesn't carry any of the philosophy of Jim Jones or anything. It was just a very excellent bargain for us, and it just served a great purpose at the time, and we don't use it anymore. We're not. we had no concern for the philosophy of it at all. It's just a camera. It's just like when you go to the store and buy anything that is used, you don't start asking first, now who owned this, and were they believers, and this and that and the other. You're just looking at an object, a physical object, and if it serves your purpose and the price is right, you're going to buy it. But thank you for calling and sharing.